Hey, family. Welcome to Conversations with the Oracle. This is the Pillow Talk edition. I was planning to go live with you guys tonight, but since our channel is new, our first live stream that we want to do, we have to wait 24 hours. So we're going to do that tomorrow night. We're going to talk about the worst types of betrayal, sexual trauma, and family deceit. But tonight we're going to talk about, I watched the comments, and I want to thank you guys for rocking with me. But I hear you saying, why didn't they see me? Why didn't they understand who I was to them? Family, it's not that they didn't understand, because they did. It's that they weren't ready to receive what it was that you had to offer. It's because they weren't ready to do the work. They weren't ready to work on themselves. They weren't ready to, and that is the truth, be accountable for the things in their life that had held them back. I had a young lady that was the mother of my ex's children. And she said to me, before you came along, my baby's dad was a cartoon character to me. But I feel like God brought you into his life so that he could get his life together and we could get back together and get our home and bring our family back together. And so his sister was like, well, no, he's known her his whole life. She's not new. And whatever the situation. But nobody can come in and fix somebody for you. You can't fix somebody in order for them to be viable, valuable, neither to self nor for you. But it shows the karmic loops, the karmic cycles, and the type of behavior, the type of logic or illogical drama that people have been involved in, because what the young lady said made perfect sense to her, but it was not logical in the terms of anything. And so now that I'm out of the situation, because everybody wanted to stay attached, because he wanted to stay attached, it was like, for so long I've been overlooked, I've been unseen, and now that I have somebody that wants me, now I'm going to come back and show you guys that I was worthy. Show you guys that I am him. Show you guys that what you missed out on. But in the interim, when he did that, he found himself back doing the things with them that he was doing when he was with them, that he never stopped doing, because over the years, he would go in and out, out and in. So what that did was, it turned our relationship karmic. And then he just kept spiraling. He just kept doing more and more and more and more and more and more. Now, I'm out of the picture. Now the energy is pulled back. Now he does not have what he had when he was with me. Because see, what people don't understand is there has to be a certain type of vibrational match, because everybody wants you when somebody else has you, but nobody wants you until somebody else wants you. And that's what the person that you were involved with, that was the problem. Because nobody wants you until somebody has you. Nobody wants you until somebody wants you. And then once you're with somebody, then that energy rises, that there's a vibrational match, and then everything about your life ascends. Everything about your life becomes more abundant. The way you talk, the way you dress, the way you walk, your swagger, your energy, it becomes more vibrant, because now you're locked in the right frequency. It's like before, this person may have been 110-watt plug, or 120 watt plug trying to plug into a 110. And if you know anything about building, a 110 is not going to work for 120 watts. Or if you got a 110, a regular 110 is how you plug your computer in or how you plug your lamp in. And a 220, I said a 120, I'm sorry. A 220 is how you plug in your washing machine. The two are not the same. The energy that it takes to get to that level is very, 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 there is an imbalance in between. One is going to blow the other one out, and they're not going to get any power. And the other one is not even going to fit in the socket to provide power. So either way it goes, you're going to be powerless. Either way it goes, you're going to be dark. Either way it goes, you're going to be toxic. So the question here is for many of you, because I don't want to really get into tomorrow night's topic because I was going to do it tonight, but no, I really want to do it live. And then I'm going to bring the architect, Andy, with me. That's my digital assistant. And he's going to recap. So I want you guys to bring your tea tomorrow night. I want you to bring everything that you need because we're going to do the Pillow Talk version live. And at the end of our live, Andy's going to go in and do a recap, and he's going to give you tools and resources that you can do to help you get through that type of betrayal that we're going to discuss tomorrow night, family deceit and sexual trauma and the things that we're going to discuss. But once we're done, though, the recap, I will put the recap in the community post so that if you're not able to get it all, you can get it. I'll put it there so you have written. This is going to give you, like, solfeggio music to listen to, affirmations, things that you can do. But we'll get to that tomorrow night. But what I'm saying here is that people, third parties, and sometimes I see, and I've known, and I felt this way too, how you maybe upset with a third party, or a third party was upset with you, because at the end of the day, we were all third parties. Let's just keep it a bean. I'm going to keep it a bean. I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it 1,000. I'm going to keep 100. I'm going to keep it 1,000. I'm going to keep it straight real. The third party, they're a victim too. The narcissist, although they're a villain in your story, their story started out as them being the victim of something that they could not control as a child. They weren't given the tools to heal as a child, so it festered into something malicious. It festered into something malignant. It festered into something horrific, and they continued to spiral and self-sabotage over the years until they got to a point where they thought that this is just how they were supposed to be. They accepted who they were in the realm of time, in the 3D. They have chosen not to heal. And that's free will. There's nothing you can do about that. That is their free will. So if that's their free will, there's nothing that you can do about that. Whether you accept it or not, they have the right, just like you had the right to walk away, they have the right to stay in that. Yes, it's hurtful because you love this person. You held this person in high regard. You had a spiritual soul connection with this person, and that's what hurts you so bad, because you're like, listen, did they not feel what I felt? Of course they felt it. They did. But it was so strong. It was so powerful. It was so vibrant. It was so electrifying that it's kind of like if a fox was passing through your backyard in the middle of the night, and you've got one of those motion detector lights, and as soon as the fox hits the sensor or walks past the sensor where the sensor picks him up, the light goes boom. Oh, it's cool because now he can see better, but he got spooked, and what did the fox do? Boom, he bolted, he ran away. That's how the person was that you were involved with. They know that it was a spiritual connection. Problem is that they got scared on many different levels. Number one, I asked for this, and I really didn't think that God was going to give it to me, and God gave it to me. Now, I really don't know what to do with it because I've never felt these feelings that I felt before. I can't control these butterflies that are in my stomach. This person, I don't have to be with them. They can talk me into pleasure. They can look at me and they can answer what I'm thinking in my head without either of us ever saying a word. The connection is so magnetic, it's so electrifying that you guys could communicate without even speaking to one another. You can still communicate. And you may have been in no contact 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. But because this person had a soul connection with you from a past life, it goes beyond and it transcends past this life, this world. It's more than a regular connection. That's why you've not been able to shake it. This is not why you still feel it energetically, telepathically. And for some of you, until this person is replaced, if they are to be replaced, because for some of you, that person will be replaced with someone else. For others of you, and take this only how it resonates for you, because I know you're going to say, I don't want them back. I got that. I get that. I'm with you. I ain't the enemy. I feel you. I feel the same way. But either way, that's not everybody's story, though. Some people, it wasn't narcissistic. It was just, for some people, it was wrong time, wrong place. But if somebody was popping you, somebody was putting your life in danger, or somebody was hurting you, then no, it is not meant for that person to come back. They will have to get this right in the next lifetime, because now this is over with. We are leaving the year of the 9, and karmic cycles are closing. And the Most High is saying that karmic debts are having to be repaid in real time, family. So don't you think because 11:44 on the timer that you didn't see what's going on, because you don't have privy to that right now. But you don't need to. That's what we get hung up at, is that we want to see in real time what's happening to them. Sometimes that's not for you to see. That's for the Most High to see. When the Most High wants to expose something, bring it to the light, that's when it'll happen. Until then, just like your healing, everybody wasn't privy to your healing. Everybody's not privy to your spiritual journey, your spiritual awakening, your spiritual ascension, your spiritual gifts. Everybody can't walk this path with you. Everybody can't move forward with you. Just like that, not everybody is privy to this person's retribution at this time. It is not open to the public. It is a private trial. And that's what we have to get past and stop trying to see beyond it, because like the readers ain't telling me this, because some things is not for you to know right now. May not ever be. Some things may not ever be for you to know, because you have to remember that before this person fell from grace, this person, many of them were divine beings incarnated into this life, and they wrote a contract with you before you guys came into this life to share the experiences. But this person was supposed to rise. They were supposed to heal. They were supposed to stand in power. If this was a man, he was supposed to be an emperor or a high priest. If this is a woman, she's supposed to be an empress or a high priestess. This is somebody that did not live up to the standard that they were called into this lifetime to be. And it has nothing to do with you from this point, because now you got the lesson and you move forward. No, you don't forget. You will never forget. You can't forget. It's etched on your brain. It's etched in your heart. It's etched in your soul. You cannot forget somebody that has a cord attached in the ethers. Can it be cut? Yes, it can. Does it take time? Yes, it does. And you can't do cord cutting and then keep giving attention to them. Whenever they come in your mind, you got to let the thought come in, acknowledge it, accept it, and the most important and pivotal part, release it. You may have to do this 10 times a day. Nobody said this is a one and done, because it's never a one and done. If it was a one and done, this would not be a spiritual connection. If it was a one and done, there would not be a conversation with the oracle. If it was a one and done, there would not be a divine truth oracle. If it was a one and done, we wouldn't be here pillow talking tonight, baby. Do I? Let me give you my personal. It's always different when I can give you my personal, huh? Is there a day that goes by that I don't think about something? Something always reminds me of this person. Yes, of course. Because the connection was so intense. The hurt was so intense. The betrayal was so intense. And the healing is so intense. The forward movement, because I took that pain and I turned it into purpose. And now that purpose is leading me to happiness. That happiness is leading me to prosperity. And I'm doing that not with a partner, but I'm coming into union with myself. And I'm living in the light of, and the strength and the power of who Shantae is. Who Divine Truth Oracle is. Y'all call me Divine. Y'all, some people call me Divine, some people call me Oracle. I am the Oracle. That's what I call myself. Because that's truly who I am. And the knowledge that God has given me and the wisdom that God has imparted into me, man, it's mind-blowing for me too. But I realize now that everything that happened to me, not just in that relationship, but in previous relationships, now I'm looking back and saying, hey, listen, I don't know. Maybe everybody that I was involved with except for one person, possibly all of them, were down low. When you look at the signs, when you look at the characteristics, when you look at, and this ain't no shade to them. It's not no shade to them. I'm acknowledging what I didn't see. I'm acknowledging the red flags that I didn't know about until I got to the last one. And baby, that wasn't a relationship. That was, that was a classroom. That was an education. An education now that is helping me to help others. What is my ultimate hope? It's just like it's for everybody that that person would heal. That they would be able to step into their divine power because they were sent here for a divine mission. I'm not that angry. And I was that hurt. Really bad. But I'm not that hurt, not that angry that I don't want to see anybody heal and not be able to go on their divine mission. But that's something that's not up to me. It's not in my hands. It's none of my business at this point. But if somebody asks me to reflect on it and what I have to say about it, that's my reflection. That's what I have to say about it. I have no ill will towards them. Twin flame journey, I've done my deal. I've ascended. I've gone on. I wish them nothing but the best. Because for the worst thing that, to me, that happened in my life turned out to be the best thing that happened to me in my life. Because I'm here. I'm in my purpose. I'm in my power. And I'm still learning. I'm still going. I'm still growing. And I want the same thing for you guys. It's going to take us a while to get there, but we're going to get there, y'all. Not everybody's in the same spot. That's why I created this channel. Because some people are like, oh my God, I'm so tired of hearing about this person. I done told. You ain't told me shit. And you said that in them comments. But I love you. So I created a space for those that are past healing through the validation of the terror of hearing the stories, knowing the storylines and the resonation, how they resonate for you and things like that. When you get to this point, what's the next steps? Now I know what it was. I saw what it was. I accepted, I acknowledged that. I accepted that. Now I'm to a point where, what about me? That's what we are here in conversations. There's so much more we're going to do here. And I want you all to definitely, when I open up the Divine Truth Oracle community in the school app tomorrow, I want y'all to be there. Y'all need to be there. There are powerful healing modalities that I have in there because you've got to do every step. You got, if you don't do every step, you'll get stuck. It's hard enough to get out when you do every step. There ain't no shortcuts to healing. There is none. You got to do the healing. You got to do the work. But we're going to walk it through together. We're going to go deeper. There are things that I can't say here on the platform. Why? Because censorship. And protecting the privacy of the families, of the people, and the identities of the people that I'm speaking of. But on our platform, school is our community. It's a paid membership. We got tier 1 is $12 a month, and tier 2 is $24 a month. One of they'll be explained in the app further. But You don't want to miss this, because God has given me a revolutionary system of ancient wisdom and healing mixed with modern day technology and tools to bring a one-of-a-kind system to healing and embracing the spiritual journey. And I'm in awe, y'all. I'm in awe. But I'm thankful. I am grateful. I'm thankful for the lessons. I'm thankful for the blessings. I'm thankful for the partnerships. I'm thankful for the fellowships. I'm thankful for everything. I am. Shout out to Miss J. Thank you for the healing sessions, because they are taking me to another level in my journey. And I appreciate you and I love you. I truly do. And I think all of you guys should book a session with her, not because she's my baby, but because I'm her baby and she takes good care of her people. And I'm seeing the changes. It's making a difference in my daily life, in my relationships with others, in me setting boundaries for myself, and with me setting boundaries with other people, for me not over explaining myself, for me knowing when to cut off, for me knowing when I need to rest, for me not beating myself up, for not being on the table 24/7, for not booking readings 24/7, for me setting those boundaries, knowing that in order for me to pour out to the masses, I cannot pour from an empty cup. It's a big responsibility when you are, I'm not going to say an oracle to just thousands, but my mission is so much deeper, so much greater. To some days I'm like, what? Am I going to be able to do all of this? But yes, I'm going to be able to do it. Oracle to the nations. I pour out to many people. And one thing Miss J has taught me is that I cannot pour 22 on the timer from an empty cup, that I must rest. The biggest challenge for me was not, other than, resting was a big challenge for me, because I'm used to going hard and going. And then my putter out, then I'm down for 3, 4, 5 days. So, but other than that, I think it was putting my phone on do not disturb and winding down. But now I think I look forward to it at a certain time. I look forward to it, and I don't take that. Even if I pick that phone up at night, if I can't sleep or something, and I want to, watch phone. Sometimes I try not to. I'll do it on the laptop. But even if I do, I will not turn that do not disturb off. If you're not on that list, you're not gonna get through. And that's it. That's all, because I have to do that. Because if I don't, I'll burn out. And if I burn out, I won't be here. I won't be on the platform. And if I burn out the way I put out, if I burn out, I probably wouldn't be present in life. And that will, something like that, if you're still in the 3D, it can send you spiraling back, and you'll end up going back to a time and a place, doing things with people where you don't belong, where you never belonged, where you don't fit in, where you're not supposed to be. And that's not where I want to be. That's not what I want to do. That's not who I am. I am going to stand up in my purpose and my power. I will not go back to a timeline that no longer serves my highest self or my greatest good. And as I leave this video tonight, I pray for your peace. I send you my loving energy, that you heal, that you're able to forgive yourself for the things that you allowed, even if you didn't know that you were allowing them. And I send you peace, love, and that warm, loving embrace, to know that you are seen, you're felt, you're heard, you're loved, and you are held. This is Conversations with the Oracle, the Pillow Talk edition, where Spirit speaks and the Oracle answers. If you see these types of messages anywhere else, know that I am the original creator, and those are timeline tourists trying to mimic and imitate the original. But can't nobody do it like I do it because God gave me this. And you know, we are Divine Truth Oracle. We do not chase trends. We move timelines, baby. I love y'all. Good night.